What's up, everyone? Hope you guys are doing great. Hopefully, you had a wonderful Thanksgiving. I'm happy to be back home here in the studio, ready to make more content for you guys. And one thing we talk about a lot is Cardano. Well, Cardano saw an interesting increase in activity over the last 24 hours. And I want to walk you guys through some of the reasons that this may be. Now, what happened was there was an increase in the number of active daily users, wallets, whatever you want to call it. And what we saw was there was actually a jump from about 50,000 wallets being active on chain up to over 100,000 wallets. Actually, it's almost the highest amount over the last month. So this was very interesting to see. And there's a couple of reasons why this may be happening. One thing that they point to that may be the reason that this is happening is whales. Okay. A lot of times there may be movement from, cold wallets to hard wallets, whether they're buying, selling, all these sorts of things. And during this time, they said selling, but if we take a look at what's been happening over the last couple of days here, we can see that there's been an uptrend, right? There has been some profit taking, but there has been an uptrend. We're starting to ascend towards the higher price levels, which was a nice relief. We know Cardano's obviously been down for quite some time. We know the whole market's been down for some time now over the last few weeks as we deal with this fallout from the whole FTX situation, which is still being figured out. We're still working our way through the weeds there. Not much really else to comment on that. One of the other theories as to why this may be happening is it could be tied to the rising activity of blockchain developers. We know that there's huge development going on for Cardano right now, whether that be from independent developers or from the Cardano team themselves. Okay, because obviously we know that Cardano is working on Midnight. We know they're working on Hydra. They're working on JED. They're USDA. All these sorts of things. But on the side, there is also development being done by people outside of Cardano. Okay, that's the reason why we're seeing like these GitHub numbers and stuff that I've talked about in a few videos. That's why we're seeing this huge development over other chains like Ethereum and Solana and stuff like that. And it even says right here, Cardano remains one of the most active developer crypto projects in the industry, which is the main reason why one of the oldest networks on the market is still blooming. And Cardano has been around for a while, guys. It's been around since 2017. There just hasn't really been much done with it. Okay, there's been a lot of development that's being done, or that was being done by the IOG team, and now Cardano has gotten to this point where development can really thrive because of the Vassal hard fork, right? That got us to cheap transaction fees, cheap deployment fees. We have that Plutus 2 cost model, which makes it a lot better for developers to create their smart contracts and their projects and run them on Cardano itself. So obviously very cool stuff. Definitely something to monitor here. We can see immediately thereafter there was a bit of a pullback down to about I'd say 85,000 active addresses. So we'll see if that changes as time goes on here, whether we return back to the mean around that 75% level, or if or the 75K level. I apologize. It's early, guys. But, obviously still a lot of positivity for Cardano moving forward. And we'll just monitor it, see how things continue to go. A lot of, bullish for Cardano, right? Now, as always, this is not financial advice. Definitely do your own research when it comes to this stuff. But I like to highlight these things because it is stuff that is important to pay attention to. So if you haven't already, do show your support for the channel. Hit that subscribe button. Hit the little bell. You can stay updated anytime there's new content live here on the channel. I obviously got something in my throat, so I'm going to go get a drink. All right. Take care, guys.